I'm already seeing it all over my timeline. Okay, I'm seeing it all over my timeline. All kinds of people starting to bitch and snivel because of this retrograde. Okay. First of all, let me just say this to you. If you're a humanity, then okay, I can expect that. But if you claim to be an occultist, a real occultist, a god, a goddess, a great old one, whatever have you, and you bitching and sniveling about a fucking retrograde. Now, are there cosmic influences and effects? Yes, of course. But if you was a real god, goddess, and occultist, I wouldn't be seeing no bitching and sniveling on my fucking timeline like a scary little bitch. And the fact of the matter is, you have accepted this programming and made this a reality for you, which is why every time a retrograde comes around and you're aware of it, you already know. You know what to do. And you know how to interpret all the event. You start to view all the events in your life through a particular filter. Oh, it's retrograde. And even though you may not outwardly proclaim it like that, those of us who can see the inner bitch in you. It's apparent. Because you wouldn't be over here bitching and sniveling if it were not so. Coupled with the fact that, and shout out to Brother Beniti for this, because admittedly, I don't really study this shit because I'm just not fucking that interested in it. Okay? Is it somewhat relevant? Of course, but did you know that retrogrades are relatively fucking new? It's a Western astrology advent. You little pussy clot. What if every time a retrograde were to occur, you knew in the fucking depths of your soul, this is going to be one of the best times of my life this year? How do you think that would turn out? How would that translate? How would that relate in your life? Does certain shit end up happening during retrogrades? Of course. But that's that, what is it, cognitive bias shit, because anytime other shit happens when there's not a retrograde, you just filter it out, as in shit happens, right? But when it happens during a retrograde, the little pussy clot ass can't help yourself but bitch and complain and snivel. So I have to ask, because the all is mental and the universe is mental, right? Is it not? So are these planets really your fucking kids? Or are you their bitch? Which one is it? And the more that people bitch and complain, you're just passing that. It's like fucking a cold. It's like you coming in, you know you got a cold, you coming in the room and you just sneezing. Well, for a real motherfucking God, it's not going to even affect my godly immune system. But for all these rest of these humanities, these compromised humanities, you fucking them up. You know what I'm saying? You just spreading it around. Well, that's not true, Shango, because every time a retrograde happens, I end up having phone troubles, you know, and I start getting like this and I start getting like that. That's because of you. Own up. That's on you. You want to blame a fucking planet for that shit? Just like fucking kids, can they influence you? Yeah, absolutely. They can melt your heart. They can fucking have you in a bad mood wanting to murder some shit. Of course. But it's up to you whether you're going to be influenced by your kids or not. So don't sit up and call yourself an occultist or a god or a goddess or a great old one or whatever the fuck title you want to put, if you want to just act like a little itty bitty bitch, because that's what the fuck you are. That's what you're currently being when you behave like that. Behavior comes from what? B. The first fucking two words, letters. B-E. Who are you being? An itty bitty bitch. Okay? So start to reframe. You know what it's like? Pavlov's bell. However this shit started, now it's like Pavlov's bell. And every retrograde, it's like that. Someone's ringing the bell. Facebook timelines ringing the bell. YouTube fucking suggestions ringing the bell. Instagram ringing the bell. And you bitch ass motherfuckers are gonna salivate. Actually, instead of salivating, y'all are pissing your panties. That's what the fuck you doing. Y'all ain't shit, bro. Y'all ain't shit.